I'm Rachel, and this is Raven. We're so excited to be able to finally start this YouTube channel so we can share Raven's story with everybody. So Raven over here was diagnosed with cancer in November of 2017, and we have been treating it holistically ever since. So when this all first started, it was a thyroid tumor on the side of her neck. And so our goal with holistic treatment was just to be able to kind of keep it at bay, keep her happy, make sure she wasn't in any pain. And now we are seeing that the tumor has reduced in size like significantly, and we just have to tell everyone. We have to share everything that we're doing with everyone here. So please subscribe to our channel. We are going to talk about diet. We're going to talk a lot about diet because prior to her diagnosis, we actually started a raw feeding business because we are so big on the importance of a biologically appropriate diet. We're going to talk about supplements that we add to her food. We're going to talk about CBD oil, both from cannabis and hemp. She's doing acupuncture, traditional Chinese herbs. We're starting Reiki massage. So yes, please subscribe or leave in the comments below if there's anything else that you'd like us to talk about. And stay tuned. We're so excited to share Miracle Dog over here, her journey with everyone on YouTube. We'll give you a little background on her story.
Gonna ride till we fall. They say we got no future at all. They wanna keep us out, can't hold us down anymore. We gonna ride till we fall.
Raven was officially diagnosed with thyroid carcinoma in November of 2017. And the reason I say officially is because we didn't really know it at the time. And I'll give you a little background on exactly what happened. A couple months prior to November, my fiance Chris noticed that she had a lump on her neck. And I noticed that her breathing was kind of funny. She was snoring, and she's not usually a snorer. But Raven has a history of lumps and bumps that tend to come and go, so we didn't give it too much attention. I mean, we kept an eye on it. But then come November, it wasn't going away, so we decided to take her to our holistic vet that we were seeing at the time, and we did an FNA, which is a needle aspiration, and all they do is take a little sample of the cells in the lump and send it back to the lab. So when the lab work came back, the vet had told us that it was suspicious of thyroid carcinoma. Now, we had been feeding raw for some time, so we knew a decent amount about nutrition. We were following a natural lifestyle. I wasn't vaccinating them as much. I was really aware of what they were eating, what was in their treats. So when the FNA results came back, I was like, okay, we need to focus. We need to focus on immune building, we need to focus on detox, and we need to focus on inflammation. And we did all kinds of things and added all kinds of things to her diet. And I mean, this is the purpose of this channel, is I'm going to share all that with you guys. But fast forward to probably about February, it wasn't getting any better. It wasn't super aggressive, but it was growing and it wasn't going away. And we noticed it was starting to affect her eating, her breathing. She couldn't drink water, so we had to give her like a little squeezy water bottle to keep her hydrated. And then she started like yelping randomly, so we had another vet come in and take a look at her, and it turns out she was yelping because it was making her uncomfortable when she would move her neck a certain way. And so when that other vet came in, I said, hey, can you take a look at the test results and just take a look at them and let me know what you think? And she showed me a specific line on the FNA results where they had graded it. So it says low grade thyroid carcinoma. And she was curious and she was like, what exactly did the vet tell you? And I said, well, she said it was suspicious. So, we kind of took all these measures and precautions. And I guess we didn't really know what we were dealing with. I mean, Unfortunately, the vet didn't really give us any input, and we had never dealt with cancer before. Raven's my first dog. We didn't know anything about cancer. We knew a lot about nutrition, right? Knew nothing about cancer. So when she came in, and when that vet told us that it was confirmed as thyroid carcinoma back in November, the panic ensued, right? So after the panic and the emotions, and after I finally took a step back and took a deep breath, we took her to see a specialist. Now, the specialist was out in Long Island, and he basically said that she wasn't a candidate for surgery. It felt like it was metastasized, which means it's attached. But he wanted to do a CT scan just to be sure. But he said that judging by its location, so it sits pretty much right on her trachea, her carotid artery is right there, her thyroid glands, her lymph nodes. It's a very tricky location, but he said, get a CT scan done just so we can confirm. So we did, and we did the CT scan in March of 2018, and it had metastasized. So we thought about, well, if she's not a good candidate for surgery, then what? So of course the options out there, the common options are chemo or radiation, and we had heard so many terrible stories, and I was just like, no, not for us. We know so much about nutrition. We know about the healing power of food. So we are going to battle this holistically. And that is what we decided to do. So I want to be able to use this channel as kind of an avenue for support and for advice and for just experience, right? What worked for us, what didn't work for us. And I want to share that with you guys because unfortunately, 60% of dogs in the United States are facing cancer. It's a scary, scary fact. And unfortunately, there aren't really any resources other than the traditional Western medicine route of chemotherapy or radiation therapy or surgery. Hopefully, we can share some things with you and help your dog that's fighting cancer too.